This interview was recorded as part of a session titled Perspectives on Societies and Inclusivity, a Community Dialogue. This video was shown in that session at the Federation of Genealogical Societies Conference, held August 21st through 23rd, 2019 in Washington, D.C. The session in Community Dialogue was facilitated by Linda Harms Okazaki, Joshua Taylor, and me, Colleen Robledo Greene. We asked Grant Din of the Chinese American Family History Group what are one or two ways that the genealogical community, including societies, can be more inclusive.
I think I'm lucky because here in the Bay Area, the California Genealogical Society has had a number of programs to encourage a more diverse membership base and programs. And so they have co-sponsored events with, for example, the Oakland Asian Cultural Center and informal groups like the one that I and some friends are involved with, which is a Chinese American family history group. And we in turn have encouraged them to have programs focusing on Japanese research and other ethnic groups. And I know they have a African American group that meets often. I would say for a genealogical society to be more diverse and inclusive is not to just say we welcome everyone, but taking proactive steps to reach out into communities where maybe there aren't the formal organizations, but there are lots of groups that get together and encourage them to become a part of the society. Maybe they won't become paid members right away, but invite them for special programs that you could have, pulling people in from those specific communities. And I think it wouldn't be too hard for a lot of groups to find these people out there. Just kind of ask around, go to the libraries, go to a lot of places, and they might be amazed at what they come up with. They'll find a whole new audience, but also their regular membership will learn a lot. In the Chinese community, for example, Chinese American community, their mainstream genealogists would be really amazed at all the laws that have kept us from coming to this country or staying in this country, but at the same time, they've created an amazing source of documents that a lot of us have on our families, whether it be questioning on Angel Island or participation in what was called the confession program in the 50s and 60s, where people would say they came to this country under false names and want to get their names back. And for researchers in our communities to find that information is pretty amazing. And still, I think a lot of us, a lot of people in our community don't know that. So if, let's say, a genealogical society would have an event talking about, a particular ethnic groups and finding an expert in that community, they might find a whole new crowd of people who would be interested. And then we, in turn, can learn about, all the ways we should do research, how we should better document our work. Don't just believe everything you see on the internet. All the things that we know as genealogists, but people maybe who haven't had the training might not realize right away.
You can participate in this important dialogue by joining our Facebook group, Genealogy, Diversity, and Inclusion Discussions.